Good morning, technical course students. Now for a little bit of excitement and practical application on the compression gauge. I have an Isuzu diesel right here. The first thing we should do before operating it is remember to put safety glasses on, remove the glow plugs, which right here are the glow plugs, which go right into these cylinders right here. So we'll have to remove this bus, this electrical bus, and then all the glow plugs will come out. So right now we have an adapter put in our hole. Right there's a special adapter that goes in there that takes the place of a glow plug and a gauge that quick couples onto here. So what we're going to have is, y'all probably all had blood pressure taken with a blood pressure cuff and how they're looking for, you know, your highest reading and then going down to get a reading. Diesels, I like to assimilate the fact of our body and how it works and like a diesel engine works. So on a compression gauge, this is a 4-stroke cycle engine. So we're going to be rotating it over. I like to rotate it 4 complete revolutions, 4 complete 4-stroke cycles. Each 4-stroke cycle is 2 revolutions of the crankshaft. It is important on a compression test not only to get your highest compression, like we'll see on this engine at about 400 pounds, but we're also looking for our first puff. So our first puff would be how high the needle jumps on the first puff. And then what ultimate compression does it come up to form. So with a remote starter hooked up, with all of our glow plugs removed, with our air intake so that it can pull in as much air as possible, and it can spin over as fast as possible while we remove all the glow plugs, or on a gasoline application, we would be removing all the spark plugs. So what we're going to is focus in on the gauge. We're going to hit the starter, and we're going to watch and see what this reading shows. This is a little over 420 pounds. So you would write this down on your paper, and then you would we would release the pressure right here. Always release the pressure. Get your gauge on 0 before unplugging it, and then you would remove this adapter and run it to the next hole, snug it down, and we go to the next hole. We do 1 cylinder at a time with a compression gauge with all the glow plugs or the injectors out. And that's the end of this tape on the compression gauge.